To our third conversation. The widespread power outage in northern Nigeria is set to be over after weeks of total blackout in the region. In a statement, the General Manager of Public Affairs at the Transmission Company of Nigeria, Ndidi Mba, said power supply has been restored to Lafia, Makurdi, Jos, Kaduna, Kano, Bauchi and Gombe, following completion of repairs on the vandalized section of the Ugwuaji-Apir transmission line. Now, work is also expected to begin on the second 330 kV transmission line to ensure complete restoration of power to the north. All right, BKO, up NEPA was the sound that heralded, most parts of the north that was affected. Looking at those places, Gombe, Makurdi, and others. Your thoughts on that?
It's the way electricity installations are being vandalized in our country has to be addressed. You look at the Northeast, for example. Boko Haram continues to savagely destroy transmission lines linking Borno and Yobe together. 2 years ago or so, or more than 6 months or so, Borno State people didn't enjoy electricity because those boys attacked the transmission lines. And after repairs were made, and the people jubilated, the usual up NEPA. After NEPA, we've had TCN. People still, they will call, some don't call NEPA anymore, they still call TCN that does not exist.
Exactly.
They don't know that it's the discourse that they should call. So that is, they still think that, it's public electricity supply provided by government that they are still using. So immediately power was restored, they went back to the list. The transmission line is along Maiduguri Damaturu Highway.
Okay.
They destroyed it. That is happening even now in parts of northern Nigeria. The people behind this vandalism, they need to be fished out and dealt with thoroughly, because it's not enough when these things happen, you do not know why. You generally will just abuse the government.
The government.
But it's individuals who are doing this. Some are vandalizing those power lines so that they can steal cables and all that. Some are just doing it as an act of terrorism. This has to be addressed, because when they cause this kind of destruction, it takes time to fix the problem. Shiroro, for example, is like the headquarters of bandits in Niger State. There are some parts of Shiroro that are in the hands of the bandits. This is the truth. They've killed soldiers. They've shot down military aircraft in that area. Now, if you are going to build
transmission lines,
yes, you are going to repair transmission lines linking Shiroro with Kaduna, you need so much security. And that's why the TCN, why they were saying, look, if not for insecurity, we will have gone far. And the president had to bring in the the NSA, to ensure that these people have the security that they need, so that they can address that problem. But the North, those key states of the North were already thrown into darkness as a result of, it is man's inhumanity to man. Not simply the usual system failure and all that, that we usually, that the grid usually suffers is human beings going to destroy transmission lines and ensuring that people do not have
basically just
people do not enjoy electricity. And you know, a lot of these small companies, SMEs, they've suffered so much during this period.
I know.
People who sell
frozen food.
Yes. You know? How do they deal with the situation?
I saw a video. It was really horrible.
So it has to, we must find a lasting solution. Because what is the point? Now that they've known that they can actually embarrass the people and government of Nigeria by attacking some key transmission lines, how do we ensure that they don't go back to do it?
That is the key question.
How do we, so if we do not do our best, it's just like those also stealing from the rail tracks. One day a train will derail and it could lead to fatal consequences. How do we deal decisively
stiffer penalties
with these people? That was why I think somebody even suggested that, was it the minister that suggested capital punishment for the people who attack transmission lines? It's more than economic sabotage in my view. Because even if, yes, it's largely economic sabotage, but it's real terrorism. It's terrorism. Because what are you doing? To what end? To what end? You know?
Looking at what BK said, what should the authorities be doing to mitigate these things from happening again?
Well, if there's no crisis, if there's no challenge, there won't be solution to problems.
Okay.
And insecurity has moved away from insecurity of the people to insecurity of the lifeline of the nation. That is electricity. When you shut down a country's electricity, it means it is treasonable. I think that is traceable. I think our lawmakers is traceable because yes, when a country cannot move, exactly. It means if they succeeded in throwing the whole of the north into darkness, what stops them from doing the same thing? So you are an enemy of the state already, and for that, any particular act of economic stability is capable of bringing the country down, especially at this period of time we are in now. So my own challenge is that we should not look at the federal government alone. Both all the 19 states in the north, or all the 36 states of Nigeria, all governments should be on the alert towards making sure that enemies of the country do not have their way. You know that the same set of people who are responsible for removing rail lines, look at the Third Mainland Bridge, they will remove all the aluminum rails. They are the same people, if they have opportunity to damage transformer, they will damage it. If somebody has an opportunity to steal 1 million, if there's 1 billion in that account, is going to steal it.
Yes.
So we should treat all of them.
Even the second Niger Bridge.
The second Niger Bridge. They have started.
Yes.
Look at the rail from Warri to Itape. They have started them. Even the one Lagos to Ibadan too. They are about to do it. So I think the earlier the better. In the situation we are in now, Nigeria cannot afford to allow some people. No, Boko Haram, if it was tamed with all the forces of government. Stiffer penalties. Look, it is reasonable as far as I'm concerned. When you do anything against the interests of the nation, it should be regarded as a reasonable act. We should forget about this issue of fundamental human rights, and they should be tried. No, look, a nation, Nigeria is in a constant state of war now in the last 20 years. So we should do all what we can. Like I said, all levels of government. To put their ass together and stop this thing. Because they are not ghosts. These people doing this, they are not ghosts. They are Nigerians from a particular community. And if they are not Nigerians, let us fish their sponsors out and deal with them once and for all. Or else it will continue to fester. And they will do more than this. They can go to the airport, international airport tomorrow and bomb the whole place.
All right then. All right, gentlemen. Let's move straight to our final story.